welcome to Sun and Wind Energy and Sonne, Wind und Wärme at the Intersolar in Munich.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure, definitely.
I'd like to learn a little bit about Baymak, and first question, of course, is has been a change in structure. You are now part of BDR Thermea.
Definitely.
What does it mean for you as a company?
It means a lot. Actually, Baymak is an old company, which happens to be one of the leading companies in Turkey. Has an age about 45 years old at the moment. Since 1 year, actually since 2 years, with negotiations that were going on, but since 1 year we became 100% a part of BDR Thermea Group, which adds us a lot of things, because one of the BDR Thermea's aims is to make Baymak one of the main factories which is going to construct and produce all their products for European market as well as for the world market that we are operating over 75 countries at the moment. Baymak will be and happens to be at the moment the center of steel boilers, condensing boilers, and it's leading the Turkish market as well as the many markets that we are operating, especially in Middle East, in the Northern Africa, mainly in Asia, including China, Japan, Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, and Azerbaijan. With the investments of BDR Thermea, especially in terms of solar business that we are producing solar collectors, hot water storage tanks, forced draft systems, as well as the natural draft systems. We are supplying our market and the surrounding markets. With their investments, our capacity of solar collectors reach up to 375,000 square meters, which add us a lot of things in terms of production capacity, in terms of speed, and in terms of costs. As people who are coming from Turkey and the Turkish companies, we do have an advantage of assimilating European technology to our technology, and with the advantage of labor cost in Turkey, we are able to give low cost, competitive price, and good quality of solar collectors, as well as hot water storage tanks, to our market as well as the surrounding markets. So the investments of BDR Thermea will take Baymak to another level to become one of the leading companies in the world in terms of solar businesses.
Solar business is not the entire business. You do more than solar.
Definitely. I mean, what we do, we are producing since many years steel boilers, wall hang boilers, standard efficiency, as well as the condensing boilers. In the condensing boilers, Baymak takes about 60% of the share of Turkish market, which makes us the leader. Besides hot water storage tanks, water boosters, radiators, panel radiators, pumps, so many other items. We are trying to cover all the heating market, definitely.
What then is the share of solar in your business compared to the entire heating products?
It makes about 25% of our share is the solar business. Most of it's of course wall hang boilers and the steel boilers. But we made an investment in 2008 to the solar business. Right now we reach about 25% of our share, between 20 and 25% of our share with solar businesses. But I include solar collectors, hot water storage tank, all the other accessories, of course.
Do you recognize that there's a developing competition from Chinese exports in solar thermal as well?
I mean, what you mean is with the Chinese brands, our competition with Chinese brands? Definitely. I mean, in every market, when you talk about the low-cost solar collectors, Chinese will come along. But as I said, we are We do have the European technology, but low costs. So we are competing with China in terms of quality. This is what we need to do. And Baymak, since it's a big company which operates over 65 countries at the moment, we are a reliable source. We are a reliable company. So we do give good quality, low cost products to all those markets that we are operating. We are selling to China at the moment since as they are demanding good quality for a low cost, for a competitive price.
How important are markets like China or let's say India or Brazil for your company?
Those happens to be low quality markets. Right now they are demanding good quality products especially from Europe, from Turkey, from Germany, from everywhere. So, and they are very promising. With the help of our group, especially in China, by the presence of Deditrich, Chape brands and Baxi brands in China, we are distributing our products to everywhere in China. Over 150 distribution points we are selling of our solar collectors as well as the hot water storage tanks in China, which is a very promising market, and every year it's increasing about 25% up to 35%.
What other markets come to mind as important for you?
In terms of solar?
Yes, in terms of solar.
The Northern African markets are definitely very promising, such as Egypt, Tunisia, South Africa as well. Those are very promising markets for us. United States is a very important market, but they are demanding different size, different capacity of solar collectors as we are able to produce as well.
Do you produce in Turkey exclusively, or are there other facilities?
We are producing everything that we do have in our production range in Turkey, in our factory in Istanbul, which is a 65,000 square meter closed area factory, which has since 2008 in terms of solar has a very modern production line that we supply all the world, just from Istanbul, Turkey at the moment.
And it doesn't make sense to have other production places, facilities in, let's say, somewhere in South America?
Definitely, but it depends on the group investments, of course. But we are about to reach our full capacity by the end of this year. So if our production line won't be enough, we might add another production line to Istanbul production or to other places as well. But our advantage to be in Istanbul, we are in the middle of everything between Europe, Middle East and Asia.
Yeah.
You know, because of the geopolitical point of Turkey, we consider ourselves as a bridge between those two continents.
Yeah.
So which has a lot of advantage in terms of transport, in terms of cultural relations as well.
One of the products that you have introduced lately was an especially large collector designed for the US market.
Yeah.
How has this been taken up?
It's been taken up quite well to the United States market, especially in the area of California, San Francisco. We built up a partnership with a company over there that we are supplying many hot water storage tanks, especially in the big capacities such as 1,000 liter, 1,500 liter enameled tanks, as well as the solar collectors that you mentioned at the moment, 4.6, 4.8, which is a very promising thing. But you know, it's not easy to compete with the United States market because there's too many distance. But with the low cost and the quality of ours, we are able to compete with many companies, such as German companies, Austrian companies, and States companies as well. States market. It's very promising, and it increases every year. From last year to this year, we increased about 25% of our shares in the market.
Great. Have you some new products that you introduce at Intersolar in Munich right now?
I mean, I wouldn't consider it as a new product, but with our natural draft thermosphonic system, we made some new adjustments. Now our enamel tanks, which happens has a capacity of starting from 100 liter up to 300 liter, is a titanium steel equipment with, of course, the anode stick inside, which happens to be a very good quality, very reliable, very easy to carry and use, and which has at least 5 years of warranty. So it's much easy for us to produce and much easy for people to use. So it makes our product much more reliable, much more easy to use for the market.
Okay.
It's not a new product, but we improved our product as we improved the other products of ours.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. It was my pleasure. Thank you very much.